Right, okay, I've just popped you all on mute for a little while. We'll get started with tonight's Zoom meeting. Seeing a few new names on here this evening, so welcome to our Matrix Zoom meeting. It's where we get together as a team for motivation, inspiration. And tonight I will be taking you through recognition for the period so far, some dates for your diary, a couple of company updates, and then I've put together some tips really to sort of keep you on track now for the lead up to Christmas and beyond. And then we'll have an opportunity for sort of a review and a chat, and if anybody's got any questions. But please feel free to ask any questions as we're going. If you're not happy unmuting yourself and talking, then you can write in the chat. I'll keep popping on and having a little look to see if there's any questions popping up there. But as I said, this is your Motivation Monday, weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and hopefully some tools so that you can get more done. So, you know, it's all about sharing ideas, working together as a team. As we always say, it's teamwork makes the dream work. So let's start with our recognition. One of, I feel, the most important parts of this business is recognizing each and every step of success. You know, there's not very many jobs out there where you do get recognized for success. So we do make a point of recognizing all of them steps. And for me, one of the biggest steps are the welcome rewards for all of our new starters taking those steps to achieve their goals. And it's great because the company put these welcome rewards on to give you free catalogs, free dropship credits. You know, you set small targets to get you into a great routine, and then take those steps to move and progress through the business and get you off to a great start with all of the tools that you need. So make sure that you speak to your sponsor if you're brand new and you're not sure what you need to do. There are 5 incentives that you can achieve in the first 60 days, so make sure that you hit your targets to achieve as many of those as you possibly can. And I'm going to start by recognising now the people so far in period 12 that have already achieved welcome rewards, which is absolutely fantastic. We have Jamie Lee, Sophie, Claire, Donna, Emily, Lauren, Sharon, Michelle, Jenna, Victoria, Lee, Kirsty, Stacey, Tara, Lucy, Nicola, Katie, Donna and Jade, all achieving welcome rewards 1. I think I've seen Donna on here. She popped up before. So well done, guys. You know, that means that you've took the first steps to achieving that first target. Also means that you've got some great sponsors there supporting you every step of the way. Achieving already welcome rewards 1 and 2. We've got Jamie Lee Ward. So well done, Jamie Lee. That's absolutely fantastic. That means that already in your first 30 days, you've done 500 bonus points or £600 worth of sales in them first 30 days. So that's absolutely fantastic. Receiving welcome rewards 2, we've also got Ashley, Sarah and Joy. And then welcome rewards 3, we've got Denise Stevenson. So well done to each and every one of you. Absolutely fantastic. We are just started into week 2 of the period. So I think we're 10 days into the period, and we've already got so many people achieving these rewards. I think this could probably be one of our best ever periods, guys. And whenever, you know, better to have it than just before Christmas. So let's have a little look at our top retailers so far for period 12. Just about in first place, ourselves with £799. We've got Helen and Paul Wilson back in the game, £795 so far in second place. Sarah Jane, oh my God, Sarah, third place. £739. Well done, that's absolutely fantastic. And here's Jamie Lee with £487. Definitely on target for getting your bonus, Jamie. I'm not sure whether you're on tonight. In 5th place, we've got Danielle with 427. In 6th place, we've got Anna with 403, along with Rachel and James Folger. So kind of joint 6th and 7th place, again with 403. We've got in 8th place Denise Stevenson, and this is a new name for me, so well done, Denise. I've seen that you've got your welcome rewards there. So 389, along with Paul Grime, again with 389. Ashley Henderson with 370 in 10th place. In 11th place, we've got Sharon with 366. In 12th place, we've got Joe Warman with 359. In 13th place, we've got Donna with 347. In 14th place, we've got Lucy with 336, along with Jenna Griffiths with 336. So joint 14th and 15th place. Very, very close, the figures today. Everybody's sort of matching their figures. In 16th place, oh, just short there. Katie, we've got 335. We've got Lee in 17th place with 320. We've got Peter Cox with 318 in 18th place. Victoria with 308. And in 20th place, Sarah Hignett. So well done, guys. You know, this is just the start. That's just week 1. I know, Andy, you've been out today and picked up one of our customer bases. Have you added it up so far?
Only roughly. It's about £1,300, something like that today.
£1,300 off one pickup, guys. That's a customer base that we built 10 years ago. That's all from catalogue. So, you know, we always retail between £3,000 to £3,500. How many catalogues is that you dropped, Andy?
It was about 140 catalogues. So 140 catalogues and £1,300 worth of sales. And within that, you're going to talk about Bernardo's. I'll top that up a bit later, but there'll be loads of charity orders in there as well, which is lovely.
But one of the reasons why it's really up at the moment. So we're going to talk a little bit about Bernardo's later. Okay, so let's have a look at our top 20 businesses so far for the period. So the Matrix Group are absolutely smashing it. We're already done £21,482 so far for the period 12. In first place, we've got Helen and Paul Wilson with 17,986. In second place, we've got Chris and Claire Kinsella with 17,191. In third place, we've got Rachel and James with 7,770. In fourth place, we've got Hannah and Lewis with 4,882. In fifth place, we've got Samantha, fifth joint place with Ian and Kirby, 2,718. In seventh place, we've got 2,702 with Harriet and Alistair. In eighth place, joint eighth and ninth place, we've got Sinead and Francis with 1,956 euro. In 10th place, well done, Joe, with £1,448. In 11th place, we've got Claire and Mark Pemberton with 1,310. Stacey in 12th place with 1,280. In 13th place, well done, Sarah. Absolutely delighted to see you on here. 1,184. Absolutely got your momentum going from your little break in the summer. In 14th place, we've got Bev and Paul with 762. In 15th place, we've got Kathy and White with 716. Natalie and Mark in 16th place with 691. In 17th place, we've got Kira and Tom with 679 euro. In 18th place, we've got Hannah French, along with Danielle Gooch, with £537. And in 20th place, we've got Sophie Pym with 532. So well done, guys. I really do believe we're all on to beat our best this period. So let's keep smashing it. Okay, so what we did last week, we did our some of our recognition, and some of the slides disappeared. So I've popped this one on for you, just so that you all know where you're up to, because obviously we do a little competition with the top seller for the year to date. So myself and Andy have done £35,521 worth of personal sales this year so far. Absolutely phenomenal. In second place, just pipping it, we've got Peter Hooker with 19,257, closely followed by John and Carol Woodward with 19,240. Bev and Paul, well done, fourth place with 15,859. We've got Helen and Paul Wilson in fifth place with 14,303. Paul Grime with 12,346. In seventh place, we've got Tess Hall with 10,491. In eighth place, we've got Frances Hilton with 9,741. Sophie Pym in ninth place with 8,468. In 10th place, we've got Rachel and James with 8,053. Closely followed by Harriet and Alistair with 7,949. In 12th place, Jane and Andrew with 6,220. Joe Warman in 13th place with 6,146. In 14th place, we've got Rachel Kellett with 5,781. We did hear from Rachel just a couple of weeks ago with a most inspiring testimonial. Absolutely fantastic, Rachel. I'm not sure whether you're on here tonight. In 15th place, we've got Kira and Tom with €7,046. In 16th place, we've got Danielle Gooch with 5,631. In 17th place, Claire Littlejohn with 5,419. 18th place, we've got Steve with 5,382. And in 19th place, we've got Rebecca with 5,366. And Hannah Ann Lewis in 20th place with 5,354. So that is just personal sales year to date so far. So let's see who's going to win that. It's very close at the top there, but absolutely fantastic, all of you getting into that top 20. So our top recruiters for the period so far, so this is for period 12, 35 new team members in the last 10 days have joined the Matrix group, which is absolutely phenomenal. Rachel and James Folger, this is absolutely unbelievable. This is one a day, near enough, Rachel and James. 9 new team members already for period 12. Absolutely got the momentum in place here, guys, so keep pushing.
Helen, sorry. That will be the top of the whole company by far.
Yeah, definitely.
Incredible. So,
yeah,
massive congratulations.
Well done, Rachel. I think Rachel and James are on here, so well done, guys. And then we've got joint second place. You here? Somebody
I am, yes. I'm just on mute and my camera's off a sec, just seeing to the children.
Okay, that's fine. Well done, Rachel and James. That's absolutely fantastic. We've got in joint second place Joe Warman and Sarah Jane with 5 new team members. Again, this is just off the scales, guys. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Bev and Paul and Harriet and Alistair with 3 in joint third place. And we've got Claire and Mark and Kira and Tom with 2 new team members. Then we've got ourselves, Keith, Hannah, Sophie, Rianne, Kat, and Janine, all with 1 new team member. So 35 so far for period 12. We're now up to 1,108 new team members for 2017, which is just absolutely unbelievable. So excited about how we're going to finish the year with the results like this. Just wanted to fill you in with where we're up to with our top recruiters year to date. Rachel and James leading the way in first place, 97 new team members already this year. Nearly pipping the century there, guys. So we'll have to mark that one with a special mention, special recognition. We've got Harriet and Alistair with 86, which is just, again, this is just off the scales, guys. We've got Hannah and Lewis with 58, Bev and Paul with 49, Chris and Claire and Mark Pemberton with 48. We've got ourselves with 47, Joe Warman, 45. Sammy Jo Hudson with 42. Sophie Pym with 32. Stacey Roberts with 30. Kirsty Rowlands with 29. Kira and Tom in 13th place with 27. Kelly Martin, well done Kelly, you've got 26th in 14th place. We've got Kelly Woolner in 15th place with 24. Francis Farry and Rianne in joint 16th place with 23. We've got Alison in 18th place with 19. Rachel Kellett with 18. And in 20th place, we've got Kerry Evans with 16. So, you know, it's unbelievable. Well done, each of you on there. Bit of recognition, our Las Vegas tables weren't updated last week. So just want to do some special recognition because flying in on our golds and seniors table, we've got Harriet and Alistair in 10th place. And I know you've got lots and lots of potential points now this period, so come on, just keep smashing it, guys. It's not over till it's over, you know, so just keep pushing. Las Vegas is yours if you want it. Rachel and James moving up to 6th place. Again, with all of those new team members coming in, you're fantastic coaching. I know there's going to be lots of points going on this period for all of you. So it's so close. We were speaking to Carla. The points are so close, guys. So just make sure that you're pushing for every single point that you can get to move you up the league tables there. Got ourselves in 3rd place on the executives, and we've got Chris and Claire who've moved up massively on the execs to 14th place. So I know Chris and Claire aren't with us tonight because they're over in Disneyland enjoying their fantastic trip, but I know that they can pull out all the stops here, and let's see what happens when it closes at the end of period 13. So keep going, just do whatever it takes. I hope you've all set your targets for period 12. You know, make sure that you're keeping yourself on track week by week to make sure that you're on track for those goals that you have for your personal retail, your PSG turnover, the leads that you're generating, all of the appointments and things that you're doing with your Facebook, your sign-ins, your activations and your new team members, and more importantly, making sure that you're on track for that go-get check that you want this period. I love the fact that we can write our own check. You know, once we understand the business and once we understand how it works, we can just literally write our own check. So, you know, guys, it's up to you at the end of the day. So some dates for your diary, okay? Normal plan. We always have our Matrix Zoom meetings on a Monday at 8 o'clock, so make sure that those are in your diary. The Vista Group have got their business opportunity meeting. It's the Spanish one in Spanish on Tuesday. The Vista Group have also got lifestyle and leadership training on Thursday, so keep your eye in the Matrix Group. We'll pop a link in the group as soon as we know who is doing the training this week. We have the Matrix Group, the key meeting, the momentum meeting on the 18th of November. So make sure you put your date in the diary for that meeting. Then we've got our Vista Group rally and Christmas party over in Peterborough on the 9th of December. We've had the speakers announced. We do have our very own Rachel Folger, who is one of the speakers of the day. Also, I'm really, really excited. We've got Rob Forster, one of the premiers in the business. Clean Easy, one of Clean Easy's millionaires. I think it's about 4 million that he's from Clean Easy. He is one of the best trainers in the business. He's had a little time out with some personal challenges, but he's back in the game, and I can't wait to see him. He was, when we first joined, one of the most inspiring, motivating speakers that we'd ever seen on stage. So, you know, I just get to see him because it's so exciting.
He's still my favourite. He's awesome.
He is
really
brilliant, isn't he?
And that, what's her name? That Helen Walsh is pretty decent as well, you know, guys. Helen is going to do the training. I think she did in Dublin, and it was an amazing training. So I think she'll be the best, and Rachel. So it's worth going just for that. I tell you, it's going to be brilliant, brilliant day.
I know. Along with, we got Jackie McCormack speaking. She's brilliant. We've got Richard Chandler speaking. He's always great. SED in the business, you know. Tanya is speaking as well, and Martin is speaking. So, you know, it's an absolute phenomenal lineup. Can't wait. The day is followed by the Christmas party. So we're going bowling. It's a Chinese meal. So really exciting. We'll be starting to collect names for that. So you need to let us know. We have booked into the Premier Inn in Peterborough, the Hampton one. I suggest if you are going and you are staying over, get your hotel booked. We'll be going down on the Friday, staying the Friday night and the Saturday, so we'd love you to join us. It's a great time to get together and get to know one another and really sort of have a good time. We like to learn together, and we also like to have fun together, so you know, it'd be great for you to join us on this event. Obviously we've got next year's meetings there. 6th of January, the New Year showcase, the summer showcase on the 2nd of June. We've also then got our Christmas showcase and gala dinner on the 1st of September. Make sure that you get these dates in your diary, because, you know, like it says here, the more you learn in this business, the more you earn. We've never ever missed a meeting in the 11 years that we've been in. We've never missed a conference in those 11 years. Every time you go, it's like that motivation. The antivirus software is loaded into your head. You come away excited, but you come away knowing so much more about how this opportunity can change your life. So guys, for lots of people, it's a light bulb moment when you get to go and rub shoulders with these successful people and realize that you don't have to be anything special in this business. You just have to have a special work ethic and a commitment to building your business. So, you know, make sure that you are there if you can. We've just got a couple of company updates. So deliveries are definitely back on track. We were so excited. Our delivery came on Friday. We're back up to date now with all of our deliveries. If anybody is still having any problems with any of their orders, then please let us know that we can get those sorted. But the company are back on track with our deliveries. We're not quite up to 48-hour delivery, but those of us that are getting orders on Monday and Tuesday are getting to us within the week now. So, you know, definitely getting back in that routine. I'm not sure whether you've all seen, but we've got a new main catalogue on its way. It was available from Friday, and these catalogues are going to be dispatched to us from the 10th of November to be received on the 13th of November. So what's included in these packs is 50 of what they're calling Clean Easy Classic catalogues. So what the company's done is they've put together a catalogue that has everything that's in stock in it. So they've taken out some of the out of stock items at the moment. So those of us that are delivering catalogues, we know that the stock levels are there. It's going to get us back on track. It's including lots and lots of those favourite products with a really nice eye-catching front cover. Obviously, it's going to really help us. Nice, fresh catalogue for our customers. We're also knowing that when we come back, those orders are going to go on until we've resolved some of the stock issues that we're still having a little bit at the warehouse at the moment. So a great plan in place. They're doing everything they can to help us to get things moving back to where they were. And we're certainly seeing that with the sales that are going on. So the starter kits, there's some new prices on that. If you are sponsoring, make sure that you are aware of the new starter kit prices to make sure that you are promoting it correctly. So you can now join the business for as little as £20 or €24 with our SK5 kit. That's our online kit. So just make sure that you're keeping yourself basically up to date with everything that's going on. Internet specials, they're coming through. They're looking fantastic. Absolutely love this Christmas bedding. Absolutely flying off the shelves. You know, these are put on to help you, you know, new products in your groups when you're selling on Facebook. but they do sell out rather quickly, so make sure that you're getting your orders in quickly for these products so that you don't get disappointed. Make sure that you're promoting them as while stocks last, so that your customers are aware of that. Our operations, well, Clean Easy is now on Instagram, so anybody that's on Instagram, I have no idea how to work Instagram. I'm going to have some lessons on this one. But you know, great news spreading all over the social media, so you know, absolutely fantastic. I know that Harriet had put a post today in the success group asking about the hot off the press with the brand new Clean Easy catalogue going in your pack. It's a great idea to let customers know that there is a new catalogue in your pack, because they don't always see that it's a new catalogue. So these are some of the slips that we use. Hot off the press for your K-Life when a new K-Life catalogue comes out. Also hot off the press for your Clean Easy catalogue. These come on a page of 4 to 1 page of A4. I'll pop them into the Matrix group later, the template, so that you've got them. You know, it is all about informing customers and making things obvious to them. They don't know that we've had a new catalogue, so it's about you telling them that that new catalogue's there for them to have a look at. Okay, so what I want to do now is I just want to share a few tips with you to keep you on track for the lead up to Christmas and beyond. You know, as we know, this time of year gets very, very busy. Those of us that got children, there's lots of events and things going on with carol services and school plays and lots of things with the family, the Christmas shopping and things. So, you know, one of my biggest tips is always about being organised and getting a plan. Keep yourself organised. I'm going to talk a little bit about that for you. But it's keeping Big Mo on your side. For those of you that came to our Momentum training, Andrew did a fantastic training on momentum and the secrets to momentum. So we're going to talk a little bit about momentum. You know, all about using all the tools that are available to you. So I want to make sure that you're all using everything that's available to you, that you know what's out there, what's going to help you. Because let's be honest, let's finish this year on a high and let's turn 2017 to a fantastic year, but let's make 2018 a phenomenal year. And it's about the foundations now that's going to give us that success in 2018. So let's have a little look about planning for your success. Okay, so it is about planning, first of all, your retail business, but then thinking about how you plan your strategy, what you're going to do, when, and also thinking about planning your income so that you can absolutely maximize your income for Christmas, because let's be honest, Christmas is an expensive time for most of us, and you know, why not make your check a big check and have an amazing Christmas this year? So, you know, why plan your retail business? Well, first of all, so that you know what you're doing. That always helps. For those of you that have got customer bases and you're out cataloguing, you know, thinking about where you're going, getting organised with that so that it fits in with what's going on in your life right now. But so that you can be prepared for that, and it's going to keep you on track. What all of this will do, it will maximise that income. And you know what, every year I'm so surprised at how the time flies by. You think you're all organised and all of a sudden another period's gone, another period's gone, and then that's it. You know, you've lost the time. It doesn't come back. You know, once today is gone, you know, you're not going to get that time back. So it's about maximising every opportunity that you have here. So, you know, being organised and getting a plan. So part of planning your strategy, for me, this is our plan now right up until the end of the year. So we're looking at what we're doing each week of the period. We're now into period 12, week 2. So we're here in the period. Our Bernardo's letters are going out to all customers, as they have done for the last few weeks now. We know that we're on our customer base 2 drop here. We've got no significant meetings that we're going to this week other than our Zooms and our webinars and things. But what we're going to do now is we're going to follow for week 3 and 4. Bernardo's letters are going out. Now on week 4 of week 12, I've got a reminder now that I need to start putting my Christmas cards out to customers. Because believe it or not, I need to get those, because we're working over 4 weeks, we need to get those out so that they're out in time for Christmas. So we can't leave this. All of the preparation has happened with our Christmas cards going out now. And let me tell you, we've done Christmas cards every year. Some years we've had 1,000 customers and we've handwritten 1,000 Christmas cards to our customers, because it builds loyalty. It's that one little thing that makes a difference and makes you stand out in the crowd. So, you know, getting organised now with Christmas cards going out for your customers so that they're all out in time for Christmas. Making sure now that we're thinking in week 1 of period 13 that we're letting customers know now it's last drop before Christmas, so we're not going to see them again. So you need to think about planning those last drop letters, making sure that they're going out in plenty of time. Here again, making sure that we've got the meetings in our diary, so when they fall as to when we're doing this customer base, making sure that we're on top of all of that. If we're away for the weekend, making sure that we've put that into our plan so that we're all done before we go and we're all organised when we get back. Also, we have then our next thing that will happen will be our Christmas special and our January sale. We've not had notification of that, but it will happen around here, guys. So it's just getting you organised. So in particular, period 1, week 2 is Christmas. So, you know, it's about understanding Christmas is taking place. What we've done is we've decided that we're going to do our customer bases. So customer base 1 and 2 will be done in week 1 so that we can have some time off over Christmas. And we know that we're going to still cover all of our 4 customer bases, because at the end of the day, our pay that we're going to get on the 18th of January comes from the activity that we do here. So also planning on here your paydays so that you know when you're getting paid. You know, it is always good just to plan your strategy, know what's happening, know what you're doing when and where to keep yourself organised. What we do then is we break that down into our plan. So we've got 11 of our weekly planning sheets for period 12, 13 and 1. And we cross off the days that we can't do. So when we work, when we've got children's activities and everything, all of our customer bases and blanket drops are plotted on there. Any online activity is all plotted on there so that we're making sure that our activity is all on there. And then we can look at the time that we've got available to add in any extra activities that we're going to push in now before Christmas to finish with a bang. And what I love doing about this, I just love ticking everything off as you go along, because it really does feel like you've had a productive day. You've got everything done that you've set out to do, and you know that you're on track to keep your business into momentum. So if you want the planning sheet again, I'll put that into the group. I'll share that into the group later on. Now, planning your income, it's really important that you know on that plan, 1, when your period starts, secondly, when it ends, so that you can keep yourself on target and on track to make sure that you are going to hit the bonus that you desire. Understand when payday is, you know, and make sure that you're aware of that. And, you know, setting yourself a target, have that go-get check that we talked about earlier. How much is it that you want to earn? For those of you that have been in for a while, you'll know what your averages are now. If you're new, keep tracking your business so that you can track your averages. All of this is going to help you to plan your pay into the future. You then know how much you need to do to get what you want and how to increase your income at whatever point you decide to do that in the business. So let's talk about keeping Big Mo on your side. And momentum for me, it really is a leader's best friend. And sometimes really it is the only difference between winning and losing, as it says here. You know, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. We often talk about consistency, don't we, to keep that momentum. What I want to do now is I'm just going to pause here, and I'm just going to ask if we've got some really great leaders on tonight on Zoom, and I'd love for you to just come on and share any tips and any advice that you have that you can help the team with right now, how you've got Big Mo on your side. And Big Mo, I mean momentum, how you've got that momentum on your side. We've seen Rachel and James have signed 9 people in this period. We've seen Joe and Sarah with 5 people already this period. That doesn't happen overnight. That happens from consistent activity and the building of momentum. So would anybody like to come on and just share a few tips and a few bits of advice on how to help people get momentum on your side?
I'll go first if you want me to, Helen.
Thanks, Joe.
So for those of you that don't know me, I've only been with Clean Easy 6 months. But I was in another network marketing company before, so I've learned a lot of bad habits and good habits. And I would say that the only difference really between people that do well and don't do well is themselves, their mindset and their work ethic. Because to be honest, this job is easy compared to what I was doing before. We used to have to get people to pay £200 to join our last business. So £25 is nothing. But to be honest, the way I've done it is I've treated it like a business, not a hobby. I know there's people that will do it as a hobby just to earn a little bit of money, but I'm not talking about them. If you want like the big money, you need to treat it like a business. And to be fair, I've had all the excuses in the world that I could have used as excuses not to do the business, but I know what my vision is, and I work on my mindset so that I make sure that the last thing I do before I go to bed is tick off everything on my activity tracker. And the one I use is actually in the Matrix group in the file section. Catalogue drops as well. I didn't want to do these at the start, but I just thought, well, if I want to get that income to stay at home with my kids, that's what I'm going to have to do. And it was one of my biggest fears because my hands got bitten really badly in my last job by delivering leaflets. So you kind of just got to rise above it and rise above the challenges and stop thinking about the negatives. Because I see a lot of people come to me, oh, I'm not selling anything. And it's like, well, your group's only been set up for like 2 weeks. So don't like dismiss it straight away. It needs to build up. And I think people get too impatient. And that's another thing that I have, is I know that you've got to have patience. But I do have a stupid work ethic where I just won't give up until I've got what I want. So, and you don't come across a lot of people like that. I think it's to do with the mindset and the vision. They don't believe that they can. So you've got to believe that you can do it. That's where you've got to start, like, at the beginning. That's what you need to know in your head. You're going to do it, because I had no doubt in my mind that I'm going to gold and I will do it. And that's the mindset that you've got to have. So every day I speak to between 20 and 30 people every day about the business, introducing them to the business, showing them what it's all about. And I don't think about each one of them. I don't focus on any of them. I just talk to them and go on to the next one. I don't get disheartened if they say no, because that's another barrier people seem to come across, is that the negativity from that knocks them down, if you like. And like, don't let it knock you down, because these barriers are put in your way to make you see how hard you want it. And if you're talking to enough people, you're not going to be focusing on just that one that said no. So 20 to 30 people a day. I take the catalogue everywhere with me. It's always in my handbag. So if anyone asks what I do, because I'm always on my laptop or my phone wherever I go with my little activity tracker, if anyone's asking me what I do, I just say, oh, I work for Clean Easy. And normally their response is, oh, what, selling all that kitchen and old people stuff? And I'm like, no. And then I get the catalogues out and show them, and they're like, oh my God, I want this, I want this, I want this. So it's really good to carry a catalogue around with you. And I love the products. I think that's another thing. You've got to be passionate about the products and use them yourself. I mean, in my last company, the products were expensive and I liked them, but I didn't feel comfortable talking to people about them. So you've got to really like the products, get to know them. And what's not to like about our products, really? There's something for everyone. And then I learn something every day. So I'm always on training. Both of my kids are still awake at the moment. I could have used that as an excuse not to be on here, but I've just given them the tablet. That's my mobile babysitter, and they're watching that. So yeah, the other thing is I keep my group active, and I swallowed my pride and added everyone in there that I didn't really want to be in there because I thought they was going to take the mick out of me, and they actually start buying. So a lot of it is, like I said, mindset. It's all in your head. It's not how those people are feeling. So just bite the bullet and do it. Like I said before, I don't focus on like the negative points, like the out of stocks and things like that. I find ways around it. I have given a lot of freebies to my customers to keep them happy, because I don't see it as actually I'm wasting my money. I see it as a long-term investment, because I know that they're going to appreciate that I've done something for them to say sorry for the delay. And normally they're like, oh no, I don't want that. So most people are understanding if you explain it to them. And yeah, my mindset, I have to work on that every day because I suffer really badly, like with depression and anxiety. So if I don't work on that, I know that my business wouldn't be where it is now. So mindset is definitely top of my list because that keeps me going every day. I think that's about it.
Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you very much, Jo. I've got a whole load of notes there just off you. So brilliant. Is there anybody else that would like to share anything they've done that helps with consistency, momentum in the business?
Hiya, I just wanted to come on to say a couple of things. Jo's covered a lot of sort of what I do as well, and that's what's fabulous about the business is the duplication right the way throughout the team, you know. I mean, you know, Jo's on Claire's team, I'm on Hannah's, but yet we're still sort of following the same Bible, which is just amazing. It shows the power of our leaders and the business, really. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sarah. I joined 15th of May this year. Got off to quite a quick start, hit all my welcome rewards within 40 days. Sorry, mine's got blank there. I got 10% in my first full period, and then everything sort of plateaued. I got really, really complacent with the business. I sort of give up, if you will. I wasn't following the system. I then went on a break, a 6-week holiday with my family at our caravan, and I just convinced myself, really, really cocky, I can do this. I can run a business from a caravan. No, absolutely not. Couldn't. Thought I was trying, wasn't trying. Convinced myself I was trying. Looking back, absolutely not trying at all. So when we come back from the caravan and I sat and I looked at my business in absolute tatters, my group was in absolute tatters, and I said to my husband, I'm giving myself till the end of October to sort it out, and if I don't get anything and make any headway by the end of October, then I'll bow out gracefully and I'll be defeated. And it was then, hit rock bottom, I had nothing to lose. And it was only then that I decided, right, well, follow the system. You've followed it a bit in the beginning, follow the system. And wow, results massive. Concentrated on my group, put a competition in there for the most active member. The most people added friends to win cakes, because I used to be a cake maker in a former life, to win cakes at the end. And ended up increasing my group by about 1,000 members, and the activity, if you like, had gone up by about, I think it was about 210%. Realised then quite quickly that I need to make this social. I need to make these people my friends. I need to talk to them about, is your dog better from having a virus last week? Or I need to make this effort. I need to be interested. which is what I done. And to be honest with you, when I have various blocks and things like this from being a bit naughty and over posting, not recommended, by the way, I actually miss the people in my group. I pine after them, and I've got them messaging me, how many days, Sarah, how many days, which is absolutely lovely. That is absolutely valuable. The other thing I'll touch on, which Joe, because Joe's covered mostly everything I was going to say, fabulous, is that your upline, your sponsor, the person you brought you into this business, is your business's best asset. Do not underestimate it. And I mean this with every inch of my being. My gold upline is Hannah. And then we've got the lovely Claire and Chris and Helen and Andy. And take from them. They've been there. They've been out in the rain with the catalogues, They've been there where their group's gone a bit flat. They've been there when you're just starting out building a team. And it is. It's hard work for a short period of time. The results I've changed around in a month, from going to no team, 0% sales, guys, nothing, empty checks, to now, a month later, with a team of 12, and hitting these retailing boards in at 3 underneath the grates. Do you know what I mean? It really, really does work. Take everything they have on board. I speak to my upline even now, 5 months into the business, more than I do my husband. And that is the absolute truth. Poor Hannah and Danny as well, my little sidekick, Make friends. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to put your own ideas out there. If something's working for you, share it. It really is a sharing, caring business. And again, like Joe said, carry catalogues everywhere. And I'm quite cheeky, I will drop one on the floor in the queue of the supermarket. Oh, what's that? Then, I'm a K-Life rep, or I'm a Clean Easy rep. I've got orders that way. I've dropped one on the floor in the queue of McDonald's, and I've ended up with my books in a newspaper stands for 3 weeks. Things like that. And I mean, you don't have to. I am a bit of a cheeky person. But there are other ways, and make sure you've got as many rods in the pond as you possibly can. And again, like Joe said, don't prejudge anybody. And I was key to this. And don't beat yourself up. Don't sort of hang back, because I was my own biggest critic as well. I've got to say, I really was. Every no, I was like, I can't do this. They don't like me. Phoning Claire, I've done something wrong. I know it. Nobody likes me. And that's what it was. It was that I was so, how can I put, so critical of myself that nobody wanted to come near me. And I can't blame them. It's like, oh my gosh, she's a bag of nerves. But now, like Joe says, you answer one, you move along, But no, the biggest tips is use your uplines. They're absolutely fabulous. Look at what they've built. Take note, take heed, and keep a group as social and as friendly as possible. And put those 6 months hard graft in, hit it hard. And if I can get results like this after a month of hitting the system hard, imagine what is possible after 6 months, which is what the system recommends and what our uplines recommend. 6 months hitting it hard, you have built your business. So so that's all I've got to say, really. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Sarah. Again, I'm getting tons of notes, not even done the training. I hope you've all got your notepads out. Would anybody else like to share anything? That awful silence.
Sorry, I was just trying to unmute myself. I think, following a plan is key. I think what you've got to remember is to enjoy the journey and be excited by, every morning we wake up, I check my figures, and it's like the first thing I do in the morning. And to keep that passion for what you're doing. I think sometimes you can get so bogged down by your to-do list and making sure you're following your activity plan, but to still enjoy this, getting excited when you get them orders coming through. I think you've got to remember why you did this business in the first place. And I still get excited now about getting orders and new recruits, as I did back in August and September last year. So I think it's really important that you keep having fun with it and remembering, the excitement that this business can give you as well.
Certainly. Oh, thank you, Harriet. Well, we've had some great tips, haven't we, tonight? Anybody else?
Yeah, the only thing I want to say is to focus on your activity and on the results. So just focus on put your ads out, putting your catalogs out, things like that. If you don't get any orders, just carry on and just move on. Don't let it stop you when it'll build up and it'll build up. Yeah, I think everyone else have covered what I was going to say.
Fantastic, Hannah. You are team consistency, because that you since day one, that is what you've done. You've just had your plan. You've followed the plan day in, day out. You've just followed that, and you've built yourself a great business. You've got yourself into a great routine. You've learned the system, and now you're getting such duplication in your business. I'm sure you were chuffed to bits to hear what Sarah was sharing, because it's like all that knowledge that's coming out that
I know.
It's amazing.
She's flying the nest.
Thanks, Hannah. Do you want to say something, Andrew? You unmuted yourself.
Yeah, I mean, just really gobsmacked by the new leaders coming through in the group. First of all, the knowledge and the passion. You just know these people are going to be building to gold and beyond. Gold is just a starting point for all of you guys. It is amazing, and momentum. It's hard to gain momentum, and you've got to understand in the early days. With it all, you're doing a lot of work for sort of like little results, if you like. You got to do a lot for a little, but understand, like Hannah said, if you just concentrate on doing that daily activity, using the planning sheet and the tracking sheet, like Joe mentioned, and not even consider or worry about the results you're getting, just do it day in, day out. Work as if like the boss is watching. Employ yourself in effect. This is the trick, really. You got to work as if the boss is watching, and if you didn't do this stuff, you'd be sacked. So if you have an attitude of being self-employed, but being employed, if you like, as well at the same time, just concentrating, getting stuck in 30 days doing the stuff continuously, you'll start building momentum. And once you're in momentum, to keep it going, then it's so much easier. It's just that starting point. It's the thing what stops people, buys people from being successful or not, is that little thing, doing that simple activity. And it is, like Joe said, this business is simple. To be successful in this business, you've not got to be clever. You just got to have a real strong work ethic, and get stuck in. And our group I think it's probably the fastest growing business right now in the whole company. So we've got the best leaders, we've got the best emerging leaders coming through and stuff. So we're in the right group, and we can grow this together and grow this massively, guys. So the time's right. The company's moving itself back into momentum. The deliveries are catching back up. The stock's coming right, and we're going to end this year on a massive turnover and then smashing it for 2018, guys. So, but brilliant tips from everybody there.
Absolutely awesome. And I think one of the biggest things with momentum is this stop, start. I'll do a bit, then it doesn't work, then I'll stop, then I get going again. And I think we were talking about this at the momentum meeting. It's like that roundabout that you get on, and I know some of you have heard this, but that roundabout that you get on at the park when you're a child, and all your friends are sat on there, and you're the one that's kind of pushing, and it's hard work, and you keep going, and it starts moving, but it's not really moving very fast, and you keep pushing, and and then it starts moving a little bit faster, and then you keep pushing, and you keep pushing. It starts getting faster, and it starts getting easier, and as it gets faster and gets easier, you're able to jump on and enjoy the ride a little bit, and then every now and again you just get off and give it another little push, and then you get on and enjoy the ride a little bit, then you get off and you give it another little push, and that's what you're doing in your business. But it takes that 6 months, that commitment to work hard, follow that system, to get the routine, to get the momentum into place in your business, and then it's keeping on topping it up. So one of the most important things that we've got to think about over the next few weeks is keeping that consistent level of activity. And it's going to get busy, You know, we have busy lives, all of us, but it's doing whatever you can, whenever you can, and being organised, because so many of you right now have got big mo on your side, and if you take your foot off, then you've got to start pushing really hard again to get things going. So, you know, it is about keeping things going, and you know, you might not be able to do as much some weeks, but it's doing whatever you can, because the little things are going to be the big things that make a difference in your business, you know.
Just on so momentum, I guess, just an update with our catalogue pickup. You know, we've been in Clean Easy now just over 11 years. When we joined the business, there was no online, so it was just a catalogue based business. So we needed £500 a month from the business, and we got stuck in. I was really embarrassed posting catalogues. I didn't want anybody to know what I was doing. I used to go out in the dark in the morning so nobody could see me. I used to pick areas where, you know, I didn't know anybody and stuff. You know, so I didn't follow a great system or anything. But what we did do, we got stuck in, and we got stuck in for 6 months, because that's the system, as you know, we follow. And the results from that as today is that I posted last week 137 catalogues to our customer base, and I did it over 3 mornings. So I went out Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. I posted at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was back home to take Helen to work at 8:45. So 3 mornings, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today I picked 137 catalogues up, and our sales were £1,291 in total from 137 catalogues. That's £9.42 per catalogue. You know, so, and that for me is easy money. It's easy work, but that's the result of all those days and months getting cold, getting wet, being chased by dogs, having rude people shouting at me, losing catalogues, being frustrated, and all that stuff. But you know, guys, was it worth it? You know, damn right. I'm not sure how much I would have earned an hour, but that's an income there, about £350, 400 quid or something from that, because we're getting the, you know, a gold business payout. So that is what you call momentum. So whether you're doing online, offline, or recruiting or whatever, just learn, like we say, to master the mundane. Just do the stuff day in, day out. You know, you'll get that massive momentum. So, you know, well worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. So let's carry on then the training. So another thing that we can do to help momentum is working together, and I think this is one of the things that we do so well. I absolutely love the team synergy. I love this post that Claire put into the group today. You know, we talk about this all the time. Teamwork makes the dream work. You know, it's about helping one another with the groups. So when we help one another keep the group social, we're also helping ourselves to improve our reach. We're helping one another, aren't we? So, you know, it is about that teamwork makes the dream work. It's making that comment. It's, you know, working with the competitions. It's us coming together in the meetings. It's all the recognition on the Matrix group. I love seeing somebody else has just got the welcome reward and somebody else has just achieved this. You know, if you've got any shout outs for your team, put them on there, because it's sharing what's working that motivates us all together, isn't it? And when we all work together, then we all achieve so much more, because none of us can do everything on our own, and it purely is teamwork will make that dream work. So, you know, I thought that was a lovely post what Claire put on. Sharing everything that you've shared just shows the teamwork that we've got, you know, and how we work together. So now I want to talk to you about using the tools from now up until Christmas. Obviously, at the moment, we're currently running with Bernardo's. If you're not aware of the Bernardo's, if you've not been doing, it's not too late. You know, get your letters. You know, we do have some printed. We had them at the key meeting. I have some here. If you need some, I can post them out to you. Just let me know. But you know, the Vision Group has supported Bernardo's over the last 5 years, and together. And this is the thing, together they've raised in excess of £300,000 worth of toys for children at Christmas, which is just phenomenal. these children are children that don't get Christmas presents. So this is really close to my heart, because we don't realise that there are, you know, families that are in poverty. There are families where, you know, Bernardo's work with families where parents are terminally ill and they can't work and they can't afford Christmas presents for the children at Christmas. You know, the stories that we've heard from this organisation over the last 5 years is heartbreaking. These are some of the pictures what we've done over the last few years with what the team has raised. Absolutely amazing. And I truly believe this, that we make a living by what we get, but we make life by what we give. And I think Christmas is one of those times when we can give a little bit back. So for Bernardo's to work, how we do that, for those of you that don't know, you get your letter, you put that letter out to your customers with your catalogues, or you can use it in your groups. I know some of you have put that into your groups. If, you know, that's kind of fallen down in your chat, then maybe it's time to put a little bit of something up and remind the customers that it's not too late. They can still donate the toys for the children. You'll collect your catalogues as normal, and what the customer does, they write on their order form that that item is for charity. We order that toy along with the order. When we go with the delivery, we take that toy with us for the delivery. The customer at that point pays us for it, and then you take the toy back and you put it in Santa's sack, so that at the end then of the period, we will organise then a record of how much sales we've got in toys that have been donated. But then towards the end of period 12, we'll be organising then to take all of these toys to Bernardo's at the local projects in your area. So they go to local children in your area. And they're the projects, not the shops, not the charity shops. They're specific projects that work with the children in your area, so these toys go to the right children. And then we follow that up with a thank you to the customers, and we let the customers know how much they've helped to raise and how the children have benefited from their generosity, you know, which is fantastic. You know, it's something that our customers are asking us for in August. When are we doing Bernardo's? When have we gotten the gift with the children thing going? You know, and they give generously. Some of them just give us money and tell us to pick toys, and it's quite fascinating. It takes some time. If you're very new, it will take a bit of time to build that up. But if you start it this year, next year you get more, and year on year we found we've got more and more from the customers wanting to give to such a worthy cause. You know, it just is absolutely lovely. Another one of our tools then, so use your last drop and your thank you letter, or again put some sort of post in. Once you've done your strategy planner for the next 12 weeks, it's not 12 weeks, it's about 9 weeks I think until Christmas, isn't it? But your next couple of weeks planning, once you've decided when your last order's going in, when you're doing your last deliveries and everything, let people in your group know that it's the last chance to buy Christmas items. If they want it before Christmas, give them plenty of notice to do that. Again, that's another little nudge, you know, come on, buy it, you know, buy it now. But this letter is the format, the form, if you like, that goes out to our customer base, letting them know last chance to buy. Big thank you for all of their support and everything they've done. I think in particular this year, this is really important with the you know, the problems that we've had with the warehouse and everything, and how patient customers have been with us. So, you know, there's nothing nicer than a thank you, and it goes a long way to building that customer loyalty up. We've also got newsletters. We've talked about newsletters in the past. You know, they tell your customers what's new, so you can let them know about the new catalogue that's coming out, maybe some new products, some customer recommendations in there. You know, guide some of your catalogue customers to your online shop and your online group, maybe suggesting top 10 products. You know, we've got our top 100 products, haven't we? Maybe your top 10 products that customers like to buy. Mrs. Jones always likes to buy what Mrs. Smith's got, let me tell you. And if it's in the top 10, there are often people that will buy it just because it's in the top 10 and somebody else is buying it. if you want to put any special offers on, who was it that mentioned, you know, investment into freebies? I think it was Joe. You know, putting a little special offer in there. And don't forget as well, some sponsoring ad, you know, some adverts for you are looking for distributors, because if they're looking for an extra income, you'd certainly want them to join your team and not somebody else's. Because remember, customers aren't psychic, they do need telling about these things, and it's a great way to share this information. I've got a couple of examples here of some of our newsletters that we've done. So you can see we've got hot off the press. We've got the customer recommendations here. The Wipeout Stain Remover is a great one. We sell tons of that because we recommend it to the customers all the time. Once they buy it, it's a consumable product, so where you go back a couple of weeks later, they want another one because the daughter now wants one, and you know, we sell tons of that product. That was one of our summer newsletters. Autumn newsletter here, you can see that when we did about the coming soon with the give a child a toy, we let them know about Bernardo's was on its way. We let them know about the new catalogue. Christmas is here, so letting them know what's going on. When we've done Bernardo's, again, a bit of a thank you, letting them know. A bit of an ad here, sponsoring ad here. Feeling the pinch in January and February after the overspend at Christmas. You know, it's appealing to different people for different needs. You know, as we know, all of our adverts appeal to different people. So there's some suggestions. I'll put some templates in the group if anybody wants to do a newsletter out to the customers. Again, this is something we do with our catalogues, but there's nothing to say that you couldn't pop a little newsletter or some bits of this information into your group to keep them up to date with what's going on. Our doorstep demos, so you know, we've talked again about these in the past, the iBuys, and you're showing, you're not selling. Always make sure that you're smiling, because you know, people love a happy person. And I think one of the best things for demonstrating on the doorstep right now probably is our front cover product. It's absolutely beautiful. Not only does it play a little tune, it lights up. So, you know, it is one of those products that the catalogue really doesn't do it any justice. I would say use a script along the lines of, you know, I want to show you this gorgeous bauble. I don't think the picture on the catalogue does it any justice, and it's such a bargain at £12. Listen to this, let it play, and then close it by saying, would you like me to put you down for one while stocks last? If you want to, you can pre-order some in and have them in your car, or if you want to take orders for them and then order them in, you can do that as well. But you know what? There's not just the front cover product. There's loads and loads of things to demo this time of year, and all year round if you want to. Use obviously your front cover product. There's the back cover product. There's the wrapping paper and cards, you know, that's really good. If you buy that in and have it in a bag, and ask them when you're doing your deliveries if anybody would like any wrapping paper and cards, that flies out. All the sort of colour changing things and musical things, so your colour changing reindeer and your golden lantern. That colour glow teddy is lovely. You know, maybe wearing some of the Christmas jumpers and things, actually going in them and wearing them. I think one year we had watches, they were great. You'd go around with the watch and show them the watch. I think one year we had like these touch screen gloves and things. The roasting wrap's a really good one when it comes up to Christmas for doing your turkey. And of course, the Wipeout Stain Remover is always one of my favourites. I always have that in the car and try to sort of bring up something in the conversation about how it's great. Okay, then obviously you've got your special offers, so you know, your retailing boosters. So you could pop a November's special offer in, spend £20 or more and choose any £3 pack of Christmas cards absolutely free. This gets people opening your packs, it gets people thinking, it gets them spending a little bit more, because everybody loves a little freebie. So you know, this is a really good one. Again, it's about you standing out in the crowd and you being the best retailer in your area. So certainly if you've got a couple of other distributors in the area, this is going to make you stand out in the crowd. And we've always used this. We tend to do one in the summer and around now. We always put a little offer on for the customers. It might not be free Christmas cards, it could be something else that you want to give them, but you know, whatever you choose. Then obviously using all of our tools, so our virtual online parties, you know, using this for your friends and family that live up and down the country, in your Facebook groups. Claire's done fantastic training on the online parties. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'm just reminding you that that is one of the tools that you can use right now to increase your sales. Recommending your products through videos, using your Facebook Live, and obviously using your online shop as well. So, you know, using all your online tools. And then let's finish the year on a high. You know, better days are coming. We have all been through a lot. But you know what? I really do think it's time to shine. I saw this today and I just thought, you know, this popped up on my Facebook and I thought, you know what? It is time to shine. And we certainly are shining. So, you know, let's end the year on a high. Go beat your best personal retail, beat your best team turnover, go beat your best personal signings and activations. And really, it is right now the best time to start planning. Plan what it is that you want for 2018. Set your goals, decide on the income that you want to achieve, any additional achievements, you know, moving up the pay plan, and how you want this business to change your life. Because it's like it says here, can we guess if 2018 will be better than 2017 for you? Well, you know what? If it is going to be, it's up to me. If it's going to be, it's up to you. It's up to you whether you decide right now to build the foundations to your business at this time of year, which is going to take you into 2018 with strong, firm foundations to make 2018 your best year ever. Because success, as it says, is 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration, but it's 100% dedication to making this happen. So I hope that's helped. If anybody wants to add anything or you want to ask any questions, I'm just going to check in the chat to see if anybody's got anything in there. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, we'll get you some Bernardo's letters. Brilliant. Okay, does anybody want to give any feedback, a bit of a review? Do you want to ask any questions? (9:20). No, some of you are dying to go and watch Walking the Dead or whatever it is. So we shall see you all next week. Go on, somebody coming on? Thought somebody was going to speak to me then.
Hi, Willa. Brilliant training.
Thank you.
Obviously, you know, from yourself, but as well input from the rest of the team as well tonight on the momentum stuff. So I thought it was really, really good teamwork, all coming together to help each other and share and stuff. And you know, it is just about taking ownership now, isn't it? You know, finishing the year, and like you've said, you know, why not have your best retail month, your best, you know, recruitment month, the best everything month, you know, but you've got to make it happen, you know, and we can do it. So so for me, yeah, brilliant training.
Okay, fantastic.
Helen, can I just share one last thing?
Of course you can.
I forgot to say, I was going to say it earlier, but it's a saying that I heard and I use it all the time. I can't even remember where I heard it from now, but someone said you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't have both. And I use that motto in my head if I'm thinking like, oh, I can't bother to go and do the catalogues because it's raining. Is that an excuse? And obviously that's an excuse because it's not stopping me. It's not physically stopping me. I've not broke my leg or anything like that. So I use that every day to keep me going and just think to myself, is this an excuse? Like, should it really stop me from building my business? So that's just one thing that I keep in my head all the time.
Brilliant.
That was it.
Can I just say something quickly, Helen?
Yeah.
I won't going to say anything, but I'm trying to now turn a bit of a negative into a positive after this. But as anyone that's in my team or on my Facebook knows, I had an absolute nightmare on my account. And by now, I had a goal where I wanted at least a team of, at this stage, at least 5. I've had trouble with my Facebook, and that's been my main source. That's where I feel my strengths are. But I've kept going every month. I've actually increased my personal retail, so I'm doing something right. I'm trying my best to keep my momentum going. But then tonight, to see myself on the top 20 retailers of the year when I've only been in the business for 6 months, it's given me that boost that I've needed. I think to know that I haven't got a team behind me. I'm still going. I'm still doing this alone with Annie, of course. Not forgetting Annie. She is still around with her. Mm-hmm. So that's just given me that little extra push that I needed to know that I haven't got a team. I am still trying. I am still going. And it's enough for me to not give up on my business because I'm still doing it alone, regardless.
Oh, well, that's brilliant to know. You know, sometimes we do the recognition and I think, is it helping? You know, and I think, you know, when your name is up there and you see yourself, it is, for me, it was always like, oh, you know, my name's on that board and must be doing something right. And maybe if my name wasn't on the board, I'd look at it and think, oh, well, you know, if they can do that, then that means I can do it as well, because there's nothing stopping me. So, you know, it is lovely when your name is on there, and well done, you know, well
Danielle,
done.
you know, there's like hundreds and hundreds of people in our business, you know, so many people. You wouldn't believe the amount, and lots of people come, as you know, they come and do nothing as well. We've got all that stuff, but to be on that list, you know, like you say, you've not even been in the business a full year.
I'm amazed. I'm even looking back, thinking, have I really sold that much? Have I really? I'm very proud of myself to know that I've got that far and I've done it with knowing that for my personal goals, I'm not reaching them, but I'm trying to get through the hurdles. So even knowing that I've got things there, I'm probably being a little hard on myself, but only because I know I'm not getting to where I should be, because that's what I want to do as a business. So it is making me feel that it is giving me that little bit of a boost to know, actually, I am doing okay. So I know that when I do get to where I want to be, I'll be even better.
Yeah. And what you're doing is you're learning, you know, even though you might not be recruiting a massive amount of people, you're learning so much skills and so much knowledge and understanding what you need to do, that when they do come in, you're going to be much more fully equipped to deal with anything because of what you've gone through. And I think, you know, people that have very quick success in this business, you know, that is great. But if you haven't had a few challenges in the business, and when you have team that have challenges, it's how you help them to overcome that. But when you've gone through challenges yourself, you really can feel what they're going through. And when you have that true empathy and you know that you've gone through those challenges and you know that you've survived, you know that you can show them to survive, that's when you have true conviction and true courage and conviction in your voice, that they know then that they can trust and believe in you, and you know they know that you can help you. And that's what I love in the business. You know, we've all had very similar challenges, we've all gone through the same thing. Nobody comes in at a level where they buy in at a level. We all have to start at the bottom, we all have to go through the same things, and we all have to build it from scratch, you know. And it is character building. I think the more challenges you have, the more knockdowns you get, the more you get up, it just makes you a stronger person and more confident about the business, so that you're able to deal with things when they come along next time.
Definitely, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that. It's nice to know that you like to see your name up on the board, not just me. Oh. Right, okay. Anybody else? Something popping up on the chat. Fantastic, Kelly. Yes, she was in the top 5, Hannah. Must be so proud. Okay, well, we'll have an early finish tonight. For those of you that want to go and watch whatever it is that's on tonight, we'll let you go watch that. We'll see you at the same time, the same place next week. I'm sure we'll be hearing all about Claire and Chris's adventures in Florida. It looks like they've had the most amazing time. And you know what? For them, that was their biggest goal last year. At the end of last year, they set that as a goal. They worked hard to make that happen. They knew exactly what they needed to do. And it's been absolutely fantastic watching that goal become a reality for somebody in your team. Guys, that could be you. You know, all you've got to do is set your goals, decide to make a commitment to this business, and all your dreams can come true. So we shall say good night. See you same place, same time next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.